We don't have to burn trash anymore. There's other alternatives and ways of dealing with our waste.
We want to starve the incinerator and feed our communities.
The waste incineration industry has really sold their industry as a win-win sustainable solution. But if you're an environmental justice community, it is a lose-lose proposition.
Does the average person think about where their trash ends up? If I'll be honest, I didn't think about it before starting this work. I am Melanie Thomas, and I work for the South Baltimore Community Land Trust. Our role is to advance environmental justice and equity for South Baltimore as well as all of Baltimore. When we've gone to the different community groups, some of the youth, when I ask them, I'm like, okay, I showed them a picture of Bresco. I'm like, do you know what this facility is? They're like, yeah, that's the Cloud Maker. I didn't even know what it was when I moved here. You know, I just thought it was a welcome sign for Baltimore. And that got a rude awakening when I found out what that welcome sign actually was and how it is harming our environment and our residents.
Most people have never seen a garbage incinerator. If they have, they might not know that that's what they're looking at. And most of them reside in environmental justice communities, marginalized communities, which are communities that face the impacts of multiple cumulative sources of pollution. So they're contributing and exacerbating underlying health conditions that already exist in a very vulnerable population.
People should not be more at risk for health diseases because of where they live. I live in Curtis Bay. We have a medical waste incinerator, the Bresco incinerator that is close by. We have an open air coal pile. We have various chemical companies. It is not an accident that our community is overburdened by all of these chemical pollutants and industries.
Communities like Baltimore have really had enough. They're at their limit in terms of the amount of pollution that they're willing to bear.
What do we want? What do we want it? What do we want? What do we want it? What do we want? What do we want it?
Incineration is not the answer. We don't have to rely on old habits and old patterns and the status quo to help us. There's so much innovation, and that's not saying that we need a cleaner incinerator. We don't want incineration, period. No discharge to air whatsoever. What that contract does not do is put a limit on how much trash we have to send to the Bresco incinerator. If we're able to limit that, to limit the amount of trash that we're sending, that the county sends, we would put them out of business. That's what we want.
How you doing this morning?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Nice
Doing
to
good.
meet you, man.
My goal is to educate people about the benefits of composting because that is the alternative to trash incineration. My name is Marvin Hayes and I'm the program manager for the Baltimore Compost Collective. We are youth-led food scrap collection service and we serve the amazing Filbert Street Garden, which is located in a food insecure neighborhood, and we provide the soil enhancer black gold compost for residents to be able to grow their own food. These are all the ingredients for composting. So you have your oxygen, your browns, which are carbons, compost is black gold soil enhancer, your nitrogen, and once again, trespassers will be composted. So stay away from my black gold. We're able to divert between 500 and 600 pounds of waste from going in the incinerator per week. You know, I know it's not a lot, but it's still to show that these particular communities care about Baltimore City and they're willing to make a monetary donation to show the city that, hey, we can compost. We have models. All we have to do is adopt the best practices from places like California and Oregon and all those cities out west. Now, even New York is doing curbside compost pickup. So as they say, if you can do it in New York, you can do it anywhere. Even though they extended the contract for Bresco for 10 years, me and all the environmental justice leaders here in Baltimore City, we're gonna starve that incinerator. We're gonna starve the incinerator, we're gonna feed the soil, and we're gonna feed the community. We're gonna build a bunch of 3-bin systems and put it all around the city so it's accessible to everybody. And hopefully Bresco will, after these 10 years, either close or provide a more zero waste alternative from trash incineration.
If Wheelabrator were to close today, it would mean that we would have the opportunity for change. We would have an environment where we could be proud, where we can say we are doing our part to protect and preserve our environment and our lives and the future for our children and the generations to come.